Hey guys, I'm gonna keep this short, but if you aren't already aware, I started a GoFundMe. Why am I doing this now? What could I possibly need money for? I'd like to be able to pay my actors. I'd also like an easier time editing. But in order to do that, I need your help. The link will be down in the description below. I'll be running this ad for a little while. And if you can't donate, I would greatly appreciate just you sharing it with people. Get the word out there. Let's make this the best horror podcast on the internet. Thanks. You can really talk to the dead? Yes, I am able to communicate with the other side. It's my wife. Can you talk to my wife? I can certainly try. Yes, I am establishing a connection. It seems your wife has an important message for you. What is it? She wants you to know that Anchor.fm is the easiest way to make a podcast. What? Anchor has all the tools that you need to get started. You can record directly in the app, monetize your podcast through ads. It even distributes to multiple listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. Are you being serious right now? It's everything you need in one place, and best of all, Anchor is completely free. This has to be a joke, right? I'm losing the connection. She has one last thing to say. Download the Anchor app or go to Anchor.fm to get started. Yeah, I'm gonna want my money back. That's probably fair. This podcast contains subject matter that may be disturbing to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
For imprints one.
It's time to open the door in your mind. Sit back and listen to true horror. But be careful what you allow in. Because it's time to go through the fog.
This week's story is Sundown, posted by user Decorative Gentleman to r/short scary stories.
She brought a Jell-O mold as a welcome to the neighborhood gift. Lime with what looked like ricotta and ham inside. Yikes. I'm Margaret, but everyone calls me Mitzi. She smiled, teeth as perfect as the pearls around her neck. Welcome to Bedford. Penny, I replied, accepting the shivering green abomination. The DMV calls me Penelope. She laughed, throwing her head back with Pez Dispenser-esque theatricality. You're funny. Isn't she funny, Waldo? Waldo looked like he could use a Klonopin or a blowjob. Maybe both.
Very droll.
He smiled painfully.
Your gardener, Penelope, he isn't living, is he?
My gardener? I didn't... Oh. My husband? Amadi? Glasses, kinda tall, dreadlocks? The last descriptor made Mitzi's left eye twitch, confirming something for the both of us. Again. Yikes. Her smile tightened. How modern. Yikes. Amadi was less surprised that miscegenation was modern for our new neighborhood.
Wait, Penny? Mitzi with the good pearls is racist? My stars.
He swooned. I giggled.
Look, don't let the solar panels and Biden signs fool you, Pin. They'll welcome you, smile at me, but associate a face like mine with a threat. It's shitty, but, you know.
I didn't. Not really. But that night, I stared at that threatening, handsome, loving face as he swiped through his iPad in the living room. I almost cursed the flicker of the blue light from the window for spoiling his pensive focus. Amadi looked up. A moment later, there was a knock at the door.
Police, open the door!
Amadi knitted his brow, and I gave him my best reassuring look. We didn't do anything wrong. It was fine. Hello? I said, looking through an obscured peephole. Could you step back, officer? And what's this all about? I waited.
Police, open the door!
I looked back at Amadi. He stared, his jaw rhythmically tensing. He silently shook his head. No. I can't see you. Please step back. Hey! No change. This is a private residence.
Police, open the door!
The door shook, windows rattled, but the voice was calm, measured, repetitive. Tell me why. The peephole was still dark. Fuck, man. Tell me anything other than... The slow turn of the doorknob stopped me. I grabbed it, suddenly aware of my sweaty palms and quickening pulse thrumming in my fingers. The house shuddered, and behind me, Amadi was gasping quick, short breaths.
Police, open the door! Open the door!
My bravery crumbled into gulping sobs as the doorknob rattled. Shit, Amadi, what do we do? I turned toward the living room where was... Amadi? Amadi! Nothing. Then...
Police, have a safe night, ma'am.
I looked for Amadi, screamed his name. He had been right there, feet away, fettered to an armchair by fear, and then just gone. Now all that remained of him was his fading warmth on a cushion and an iPad. It was days before the queasy emptiness led me to his final internet searches. Bedford racial demographics, 2001 to 2021. All white towns in USA. Bedford unexplained disappearances. Bedford Sundown town.
Through the Fog is recorded and edited by Haptic. Produced by Flyover State Park and Kevin Caravan. All stories are recorded with the original author's permission or released under a Creative Commons share-alike license. For more episodes, visit throughthefogcast.com or follow fog_cast on Twitter. Links to both are in the show notes. You can support the show by visiting buymeacoffee.com/throughthefog or simply by rating and reviewing on your podcatcher of choice. It's the simplest way to support independent shows like these. Whatever you decide to do, though, thank you for listening, and talk to you next week.
This is Flyover State Park. You are clear to land.